I live as long as I exist, a product of a bygone era, part of a lineage that I personally didn't know was still around. To those who don't know who I am, Israel. I feel I've done much in such a short time, all while living under the shadows of the past, tinkering in the present and prepping for the future. Yet, for those who don't know me, Israel, I realize how ancient my name is, and to safeguard who I am, I pocket it, while constantly living the life of various roads that I travel, tired as I may become. You can guess who I am. Israel, summoned by various people, feeling my help is worth something, be it voice, strength of arm, or just presence, gratitude, said or unsaid. I get called because Israel, my greatest influence, lives within me, in tandem with what I'm doing now. To that effect, whatever I apply myself that's deemed productive. One thing that can be said about me, Israel, well, not as charming nor talented as compared to bigger names, I can tell you what I've always felt and always been. I'm of the few that fight those secret wars that they don't tell you about. Seemingly nobody that carries his words and pens like weapons, all the while having a name that constantly needs its peace. That one you see more in the background over than foreground, the one with a voice that can be just as loud but it's more quiet. I carry words that can be clear, strong, piercing, or thought provoking. Yet there's a word that describes me to a T. I wish I knew what it was. I walk with generations. I don't go ahead or behind, but in between. What I do know and can offer, I give. What I don't, I learn in and over time. It's something that I feel should never go out of style. This path I walk, I believe in it, albeit if said progress is slower in its process. And if the world goes off the rails, my blades on standby should the need arise. I'm a man of peace, however, I grew up in a time of war. Violence is a justified means to defend peace, and yet, as a pacifist, I don't forget how to pacifist. I know who I am, as well as what I am, despite how people treat me. And at the end of the day, I'm still me. Perfect. Entitled. Not by any means. I'm just aware that we're all fighting an unjust and unfair system. I'm simply keeping in mind that I know one day we'll win. God knows me. Hell can't stand me. And you want to know who I am? And how much was built up to this point? It's only me. Who am I? I'm Israel.